What's going on, everybody? This is Chaz with Homegrown How To. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be working on an overseed project here at my bro's house. So he's already currently gotten this section all taken care of and this section all taken care of, and we are currently going to be working on this section over here. You can see down in here we've already got the seed laid out and spread. Lawn is mowed really short, and we also dethatched the lawn. So the key with any sort of seeding project is going to be getting that seed down to the soil. Seed to soil contact is a must. So the first step in a successful overseed is to bring the lawn down a little bit, just so that the seed can hit the soil a lot easier, and so that the shade from the tall grass is not drowning out the seed from the sun. So you can see down here we've got Sino. He's taken the lawn down to about 2 inches, I believe, just so that that grass is not completely shading the seed from the sun, so that it can help germinate. Now the seed we're going to be using for this project is we're going to be using regenerating perennial ryegrass. Most perennial ryegrass is not self-repairing, but in this instance it is. So this creates a rhizome to help repair itself when needed. This is exactly what is inside of really high grade varieties with a little bit of inert matter in there, only 0.5%. And the reason why there is a little bit of that inert matter in there is because this is coated seed. This helps retain a little bit of moisture, also gives some nutrients to the seed to help with germination. While he's out mowing the lawn, I'm going to be using the dethatcher to help dethatch the lawn. And what we're actually going to be using is the Sunjoe dethatcher, which is big within the lawn care, DIY lawn care community, but we've also got the scarifying cartridge on that. This cartridge is the scarifying cartridge. Basically what this does is it cuts into the soil, creates little grooves in the soil for that seed to sit in, creating more of a seed to soil contact. This also helps pick up any sort of thatch that is within the grass as well. Helps kind of break up that thatch layer and remove it. So let's get going on this. All right, y'all, we're done dethatching. Just kidding. We're gonna go down 2 more notches. We're gonna go down 1 more notch, make 1 more pass, take it down another notch, do another pass. So we're gonna really kind of tear this up a little bit and get some seed down, baby. It's starting to rain, so we may not get to the seeding portion of today, but hopefully we do. We'll see. So if you've ever used the Sunjoe dethatcher, you know that the bag is useless. So what I do is I take a stick and wedge it in between the back flaps so that the thatch and dead grass does not bind up the machine. All right, y'all, this is our 3rd pass. Final pass, we went the lowest to -10 on the Sunjoe dethatcher. And it's just absolutely crazy how much this thing pulls up. So much crap, so much material, pretty crazy. Here we are, we're just sucking up the rest of the thatch that we already sucked up here. Just working on the rest of it here that we couldn't get with the rake. So now we're gonna get that thatch cleaned up, get some seed ready to throw down, and I think the rain's gonna give us our first watering of the seed, so pretty good timing. For each one of these little plots that we have going, we did a little bit different height of cuts. So this section here, this little square section, is a 1-inch cut. This section over here is a 1.5-inch height of cut. All have 3 passes on the dethatcher and really thinned out that lawn just so that the seed can get good seed to soil contact. And then this spot that we've been doing over here on the side, this side is cut to 2 inches. So I don't know if it's going to make a huge difference in the height of cut, but you can see after the dethatch it's thinned out quite a bit. Some areas a little more than others, but that's probably due to the unevenness of the lawn. But this should seed out really nice. I'm super stoked to see how that regenerating perennial ryegrass turns out from Barenbrug over here on my brother's lawn. It's gonna look pretty sweet. So I've heard a lot of really good things about Barenbrug, so stoked for the results. Right here we're just taking the rake for any grass seed that may not be touching the soil. This will just kind of
move those grass blades around, knock that seed down into the soil. You can see right here there's some seed sitting on top, and if I just kind of agitate that grass, that seed kind of hits down into the soil a little bit better.
Now that we got that seed spread out, we've got it raked in, we've got good seed to soil contact for the most part. Now we are going to go ahead and water that seed in. Now, to have a successful seeding project, you've got to keep that seed nice and moist. That is the key. So I'll be making a separate video on how to properly water your seed after overseeding or seeding. So go ahead, check that video out. Once it's done, I'll link it down below and up in the corner here. Now, a lot of people are probably going to get upset because it's YouTube and say, oh, you should have put peat moss down, or you should have covered the seed. Well, you don't have to do that. That can be beneficial to help retain more moisture for longer, but as long as you have a good watering schedule, that's not necessary. It just creates more work and more money spent. So for me, I just like to save some money, and it still works. So maybe in some really bare areas where I struggle to keep this grass growing, I've maybe used a little bit of peat moss in the past, but other than that, I have not, for any of my overseed projects, covered the seed at all. So it turned out really well, especially with my pre-germination project that I did last year. That turned out really well, and my lawn is currently nice and thick and thriving. So we're gonna, hopefully my brother's lawn come a few weeks from now is thriving as well, looking good, nice and green. Stay tuned for updates. Now guys, if you have any questions about how to overseed or seed a lawn, please drop those in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day.